Hello again, YouTube. This is going to be the issue number 12 of the Fast and Furious Build the Legendary Dodge Charger RT from the Fast and Furious movie, number 1. And no, stop. Anyway, we'll see where it goes from there, okay? Alright, let's get to it. Okay, here's issue number 12. We'll just go through the magazine a little bit until we get to the part where we're going to build the model. Looks like in this issue we're going to be working on the transmission. And I forgot to say what screws were in the other one, but it was only 2 different screws in that one, but I don't need to. But on this one we got AM screws, got AP screws, and CM screws. So now it's getting into the engine part, so now we're just getting a little excited now. So we're doing putting the transmission together. Several parts going into this one before it gets to be a full built starter. It's got a starter and a transmission. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And a little bit going through the magazine a little bit more. See what's in it. Yeah! Ah, cool. Okay. And the unopened container. And from what I can tell, these 2 parts are made out of metal. These 2 are metal, I think. Maybe they're not. They might be plastic. I'll find out when I get them out. So, alright. Let's get to it. Okay, they want us to take the flange they call 12F, and they want us to attach it to the transmission pan, or in this case gearbox pan, and they want us to attach it with 2 AM screws. On the back of this flange it's got 2 little raised areas and it's supposed to go over that. It only goes one way, so it goes in like that. And since it's going in the middle, you need to put a little 3-in-1 oil on it. Change the lighting a little bit, so it'll make it a little easier to see. It'll make it a little easier for me to see and for y'all to see. That's one. We'll get the next one started and then we'll tighten them both down. For that step. Next step. Okay, now they want us to take the left side gearbox, transmission, and they want us to take the transmission oil pan or gearbox oil pan, whichever way you want to call it, and they want us to attach it like this, and they want us to hold it together with an AM screw and use oil. And by the way, this is metal. That's metal and that's metal. So So we're going to get a little weight in this when it's finished. Okay, next step. I'm going to set this aside because it's not needed right now. And I want us to take the shaft housing right and left, and it wants to attach them together with 2 AM screws. Go ahead and tighten them up. Looks like so far. That's also made out of metal. Next step. Okay, now they want us to take the gearbox housing, and they want us to take the, what do they call that again? The shaft housing, and want us to attach it like that and hold it together with an AM screw. Sounds like our neighbor's mowing the yard again. So if you hear a lawnmower in the background, that's what that is. Okay, there's that step. Alright, in this step they want us to put the right side of the gearbox housing onto the rest of the gearbox, or if you want to say transmission, put that on there like that. Make sure you line it up first. Let's get one a little tight there. There's these little tangs in there too. You got to make sure that they're lined up before you start putting any screws in. Like so. Okay. And you put this together. Hold it together with 2 AM screws. And I thought I had 2 of them set out. Uh-oh. I might have lost the screw. That's okay. No, I didn't. It's already on the screwdriver. Okay. Let's screw that in, and then we'll grab the next one. Okay, before I tighten it up all the way, I'm going to get the other screw started, so that way make sure it pulls it together straight. The lighting's a little terrible in here today. I'll fix that in a minute, or after I cut camera. Okay, next section. Okay, in this step, they want us to put the 2 halves. There's a starter motor is actually 2 halves. These are made out of plastic. They only go together one way. There's like a little tooth on this side, and then there's a groove on this side. So you just kind of fit them together like that. And this is held together. Since it's plastic, it doesn't need any oil. So you get it to hold together so you can get the screw in. tighten it up too much, make sure it's lined up right, because it wants to turn. Over tighten, so I'm gradually snugging it to make sure it's staying in line and to make sure I don't over tighten. Make sure the starter doesn't try to come apart. Okay, that's one piece. Let's make sure it's lined up. Okay, now it's tight. Alright, okay, that's it for that stage. Next section. Now they want us to attach the starter to the transmission, or should I say gearbox. I guess either name is the correct way of saying it. And it's held together with 2 CM screws, and since it's going into metal, and we use oil. Now it's got a little peg on it on the transmission. It's got a little hole for it to go into on the transmission, but on the starter, you see it's got a little tang on it. So it can only go one way. So we just line it up. And I'm gonna have to get one hand to hold it. Line it up so I can get one screw started. You ever have one of those moments when you're trying to say something sometimes and your mind starts to say one word and then another word comes out? That's what just happened to me. It's like a brain fart kind of thing. Yes! Okay. Now get the starter tightened down. I don't want to tighten too tight. And the screws are just holding the plastic in. They're not screwing into it. They're screwing into the metal housing of the transmission, or gear housing, gearbox. So you don't want to over tighten the screws. You can crack the plastic if you over tighten. So like that. Okay. And that completes that stage. And it is, well, it's getting. Yeah, it's probably going to add another pound. It'll probably add about a pound onto the model. But you can see it kind of sinks into the cushion when I set it down. It's got a little weight to it. Well, as you can tell, that kit was pretty easy to do. Issue number 12 compared to what I did, on the issue number 10. That was hard. But issue 11 and 12, they were pretty easy, and you see the video is already over. It's a short video, so I'm still going to keep the video separate. I know y'all probably would want me to put them together if they're like less than 10 or 15 minutes, but you know, if I keep it short like this, at least it makes it easier for me to do the editing, and it won't take so long to do it. So yeah, that's it for issue number 12. The next episode will be issue 13, and I'll get making that one pretty soon, and I can get it published. So yeah, so like the video if you like it. If you want to give me a thumbs up, and hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button so it tells YouTube that you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and you'll know when I put out a new video. And if you want to make comments down below on what your experience is with the model, if you got the same model, just drop down some comments down below. I'd like to hear what you have to say, so, and see what what you've been through, and if you've gotten a lot further along in your model build, if you're doing the same model. So same way for the Ecto 1, if I ever get that one. If you want to drop some stuff down below that you can share some comments on that too. So, all right, I guess that'll be it for now. And you just interrupted me with that. Okay.
Yes!
Okay, well, that'll be it for now. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Be safe out there, because of COVID, things like that. Just be careful what you're doing. I'm watching what I'm doing, trying to be safe. And, yeah, see you on the next video. Bye. Stop. He likes doing that.